All right, welcome to this running and tagging game. This is called Capture the Flag, and this is the way I play it. Now, I prefer not to play it on a basketball court because I think a basketball court's a bit small. So if you've got a grassed area, okay, I'd prefer playing it on there. It just gives it a bit of extra room and it makes the game a bit more exciting, I think, as well. So to start off the game, you need a midpoint. So we're just going to use the center line of the basketball court here, and you'll have two teams on either side. We'll just do X's and zeros. Now, before the game starts, I usually get a team captain for each team, and I get them to sort out positions. That way it makes the game a bit fairer, and then you can switch positions each time, and I find I get less arguments with my students when I do that. So first up, you're going to have to set up a jail. I usually do this with cones, or you can use landmarks that maybe are on grass. I try and find the jails on different sides. So if I put the jail on one side here, I'll put the jail for this team on that side here. Then you might have where the flag is, and you can set that up with cones or using lines or whatever you want to do. So the flag, and I usually use like a netball bib or a sash maybe as well to separate the two teams. Okay, now when you create the two teams as well, I might erase them. The captain's going to select people that are going to guard the flag. Students usually like having like a maximum of 3 or 4 that guard the flag, and you can discuss that with your class and see what they agree on, and it helps with that. So we might have, let's say, 3 people are allowed to guard the flag for this game, and then maybe you have a similar amount, 3 or 4, that guard the jail. Okay, so you might have guarders of the jail, and then you'll have 3 or 4 people that are sort of going for the flag on the other side. Okay, so if this circle person comes over this side, okay, they can get tagged. And if they get tagged by a X person, they have to go in the jail here, and they can't get out of the jail until one of their other circle teammates runs over and tags them. And I make sure that they have to have both feet inside the jail, and if they don't, they have to go back in, okay? Once they're free, they come out of the jail, they can be tagged again, okay? So they can either come back here for safety, or they can run out and go for the flag, or they can do various options. So they don't have to make it back. They're not exempt from tagging once they're out of the jail, okay? Now, if one of these circle people get past everyone and they get inside the flag area, so they're in here, they can't be tagged. So it's almost like a save zone, okay? And I make it they can spend as much time in there as they want, but you can change the rules based on however you want. I usually have a time limit for this game too. I usually go 5 minutes, and I'll either set a timer on my watch, or I might have a stopwatch with me, or you might have a student that's injured and they could be the timer as well. Okay, once the 5 minutes is up, we switch sides. So if they've got the flag, now they try and run out, and this X person tags them, they have to go to jail, so another person might be in jail, and the person that tagged them puts the flag back in the circle. Okay, now these X people can't really go inside this safe area, which is the circle. Okay, if they do, none of their tags would count. Okay, so they have to make sure they're on the outside. But if this circle person weaves through everyone and gets over to the other side to their safe zone, their team's the winner and the game's over. Okay, so that's my game of Capture the Flag. You might add and change rules to make it a little bit different, but I've found that's the best way that works for me. I think the 5-minute time limit's really good because it makes them not sort of sit around and do nothing. Sometimes they just sit there and don't do much. But if you have the time limit and you're like 2 minutes left, then they start taking chances to try and win it for their team. And then they get to switch sides as well after. So after you play one game, you just switch sides. So that's my game of Capture the Flag. I hope you enjoy playing it.